It was one of those days where Chelsea fans could barely keep up with the flood of breaking news surrounding their beloved club. Stamford Bridge had been a stage for drama, excitement, and shocking updates in the transfer window. And once again, Fabrizio Romano was at the centre of the story. The big headline dropping across Europe confirmed that Nicolas Jackson, the young striker who had shown flashes of brilliance but never truly found consistent rhythm in a Chelsea shirt, had been loaned to German giants Bayern Munich. The deal had been in negotiations for days, but only now did it receive the famous "Here we go" stamp of approval. At the very same time, in West London, a new chapter was unfolding. Alejandro Garnacho, one of the most exciting and electrifying young wingers in world football, officially began his first training session with Chelsea. His arrival had already sent shockwaves through the Premier League, and now fans finally saw him lacing up his boots, wearing the Chelsea badge and stepping onto the Cobham training ground for the first time. As one door closed with Jackson's temporary exit, another door swung wide open with Garnacho's new adventure, and for Chelsea fans, it truly felt like a glorious new era was beginning. The Jackson loan, a calculated move. Nicolas Jackson's time at Chelsea had been filled with ups and downs. He arrived with promise, dazzling during pre-season matches and showing flashes of clinical finishing. But inconsistency, suspensions, and pressure had slowed his progress. Enzo Moresca, Chelsea's new boss, believed in Jackson's talent, but knew that the player needed experience at the highest level of European football without the weight of Stamford Bridge expectations pressing down on his shoulders every week. That is where Bayern Munich entered the picture. The German champions, always on the lookout for attacking reinforcements, saw in Jackson a raw striker who could thrive in a different environment. The loan deal suited everyone. Bayern got an explosive forward option, Jackson got the chance to play in the Champions League at the Allianz Arena, and Chelsea gained the breathing space to integrate their new signings, especially Garnacho and Xavi Simons, into the front line. Fabrizio Romano confirmed the deal, stating that the negotiations were smooth once Bayern came forward with a proposal. No permanent option was included, signalling that Chelsea still valued Jackson as part of their long-term future. But for now, the club wanted him to grow, refine his finishing, and return stronger. Fans were divided. Some believed Jackson was unfairly judged and should have been kept, while others saw the loan as a smart, strategic move. The Garnacho era begins. While the Jackson loan made headlines, the true excitement for Chelsea fans came in the form of Garnacho finally beginning training at Cobham. Pictures quickly spread across social media. Garnacho sprinting down the wing, exchanging passes with Reece James, smiling during rondos, and exchanging high fives with Cole Palmer. It felt surreal. A player once tipped to be the future of Manchester United, now wearing Chelsea blue, ready to create magic in front of the shed end. Moresca had already spoken glowingly about Garnacho, describing him as a winger capable of changing games with a single moment of brilliance. His pace, dribbling, and fearlessness would add an entirely new dimension to Chelsea's attack. With Palmer's creativity, Simon's versatility, Esteban's flair, and Garnacho's explosiveness, Chelsea's front line was being rebuilt into one of Europe's most feared units. The Argentine winger didn't waste time settling in. His energy during training was contagious. Coaches noted how sharp he looked, how eager he was to impress, and how naturally he connected with his new teammates. For Chelsea fans, seeing Garnacho train was like a dream, the start of something special, the type of signing that changes the mood of an entire club. Moresca's master plan. Enzo Moresca stood before the media later that day, smiling as he faced questions about Jackson's departure and Garnacho's arrival. The Chelsea boss spoke with clarity and conviction, explaining that every move in this transfer window had been carefully planned. Sometimes, Moresca said, you need to think about the player and the club at the same time. With Jackson, we believe in him a lot, but he needs time and minutes without too much pressure. Bayern Munich is a great opportunity for him. For us, it is about balance. We have Garnacho now, who is a very special talent, and we are building something strong, something exciting for Chelsea fans. His words resonated. Chelsea wasn't selling stars recklessly or making chaotic decisions. This was a club with a clear strategy, build a young, dynamic squad filled with world-class talent, all while ensuring every player developed in the right environment. Garnacho wasn't just another signing, he was a statement of intent. The word that is echoing across West London tonight is glory. Stamford Bridge has lived through unforgettable nights, famous victories, and legendary signings. But what has unfolded today feels like something entirely different, something historic, something destined to be remembered as the day Chelsea truly announced their return to the very top of world football. Fabrizio Romano, the voice of certainty in transfer news, has confirmed two bombshells that are shaking the football landscape. Xavi Simons is officially a Chelsea player, and Alejandro Garnacho has also sealed his move to Stamford Bridge. Two of the brightest young stars in Europe, two game changers, two players who could have chosen almost anywhere, are now bound for the Bridge. When fans woke up this morning, many were still processing the rumours that had circulated in the late hours of yesterday. Rumours that suggested Chelsea were closing in on not just one, but two generational talents. The mood was cautious. Fans have seen stories before, promises before, hopes that fizzled before. But when Fabrizio Romano delivered his famous "Here we go," not once, but twice, the cautious whispers turned into roars of celebration. Stamford Bridge became the centre of the footballing world. The eyes of Europe locked onto London, and Chelsea fans felt the surge of pride that comes only when your club pulls off the impossible. Xavi Simons, the Dutch wonder kid who has dazzled with his intelligence, his vision, and his ability to dominate in midfield, had been courted by some of the biggest clubs in the world. From Paris to Madrid, from Munich to Manchester, everyone wanted him. But Chelsea offered something different. They offered him not just a transfer, but a project. A stage where he could lead, where he could grow, where he could become more than just a player, but a symbol of a new era. And now it is confirmed. Xavi Simons is blue. Alejandro Garnacho, the Argentine winger whose fearless dribbles, electric pace, and explosive confidence have made him one of the most exciting young players in the Premier League, was the jewel of Manchester United's future. No one thought they would let him go. No one thought he would leave Old Trafford. And yet football has a way of rewriting scripts. Chelsea's ambition, their vision, their relentless determination to build a dynasty have brought Garnacho across the divide and into West London. For United fans, this is heartbreak. For Chelsea fans, it is the fulfillment of a dream they scarcely dared to believe. Garnacho is done. Garnacho is Chelsea. And Fabrizio Romano has confirmed it beyond doubt. To have one of these players join would have been monumental. To have both arrive on the same day is staggering. It is a statement so loud that it reverberates not just in England, but across the entire footballing world. Chelsea are not just buying players, they are shaping the future. They are constructing a team that blends the artistry of Simons, the fire of Garnacho, the grit of leaders like Thiago Silva, and the cutting edge of incoming striker Victor Osimhen. The picture is breathtaking. Inside Stamford Bridge, the mood today has been electric. Staff, players and fans all sense that this is more than a normal transfer day. It is the dawn of something extraordinary. Fans gathered outside the stadium, waving scarves, singing chants, and celebrating even before the official club statement was released. When Romano's confirmation hit social media, phones lit up, timelines exploded, and Chelsea's name dominated global trends. Supporters in London, Lagos, Buenos Aires, and Jakarta all shared the same thrill. This is what Chelsea does at its best. They dream bigger than anyone else, and then they make those dreams reality. For Enzo Moresca, the Chelsea head coach, this is a moment of vindication. Critics wondered if he could attract stars, if he could inspire belief in a new project, if Chelsea's spending spree of recent years had left the club directionless.